So the imperialism institution has started, and none of our provinces have it, and we've been spending a lot of monarch points in order to try to force it to appear in a couple of our provinces, namely our capital and also our highest development province over in the Philippines, in Cebu. Cebu is at, I think, I was going to say 70 or 80%, but no, it's only 60, and it's going up at about 10% every time, every click. So hopefully 4 more clicks, which is going to be a total of a lot of points. And I think our capital is also going up at 10% per click, and that is currently at 57%. So both are going to take pretty massive number of... Actually, this is probably going to be cheaper than that. Still, I'd like to get both. I think I could possibly go after Castilian Brazil again. We don't have a truce anymore, so again, a possibility. Castilian Peru I'm saving for last because gold. Treasure fleets. The thing is, conquest involves us spending more points. Why does Ajam have and Timurids have permanent claims over here? And Tibet has a permanent claim. It's weird. So we don't have any overextension right now, right? No, we do not. And I don't think... I would imagine only a very limited number of provinces would give us overextension from Castilian Brazil. So their total province war score costs 78%. This is probably going to increase the number of territories we have, so it's probably going to be hazardous to our health at this point. Oh well, whatever. Let's do it. Something to do while we accumulate points. And I'm going to send one army west first and the other south. Should be able to handle that with one of our armies. I don't know if we'll annex all of their land in this war. I would like to, but we'll have to wait and see. And there is a large stack of their army. They're coming into my land. Yes, they are. So they'll should start to suffer a little bit of attrition. 3%, cool. And now we're going to split off into 4 different armies. We're still using our colonists to improve our development in a more passive way. We have 26 gold, but I'm not building anything right now because our ruler is an obsessive perfectionist and building costs are increased. And we're just going to move across Brazil and hopefully occupy a bunch of stuff. We need to make a beeline for their capital-ish. Let's actually do that. Local traders demand aid. Sure. Only 100 gold, I don't care. So... Right, I'm going to stick with the bureaucratic candidate and we'll see what kind of ability he gets. And we have national unrest increased. Still, we can start building stuff again. And of course I'm going to continue with the university spam. Because why not? I hope I wasn't saving that money for anything. I don't think I was, but I'm honestly not sure. So I think it might be better to finish off my capital before I proceed with finishing off Cebu, embracing the imperialism. Just because, again, cheaper and thus faster. But we're going to take a little bit of a risk and try to split off a couple different armies here. Oh, that's not Castilian Brazil. And that should be a very quick siege. Maybe I spoke too soon. If we keep rolling like that, it'll be a very slow siege. We're at 15% war score right now. And once we take their capital, we should get taking war score. But they are occupying all of our southern land. All of our Argentinian land. What's going on in Castilian Peru? At war with Munster, Venice, Lorraine, Hesse, Dithmarschen, and Norway. What kind of war is this? Defender against Trier and Trier and Munster Nationalist War. Okay. That's done. We're at 45% war score already. Ooh. Castilian Brazil army. 22,000 troops. All infantry and cannon. We'll wait until these guys start moving out. I want to make sure that my armies don't get involved in a fight here. Agricultural Revolution, Tombas. Produces grain. Already relatively high development compared to some of my other provinces. I think base tax makes the most sense. Sure. I'd consider developing that a couple times if I wasn't trying to save up monarch points for something else right now. 50%, 54% war score. Whoa, 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 that is what I was worried about. Nope, never mind, we're good. I think. 5th of March, 2nd of March, cool. Lack of officers. Take the 50,000 almost manpower hit. And here comes Castilian Brazil's army. Technically, we will be the defenders if we go and meet that army there. Hopefully, I was going to say, hopefully this army doesn't go and take... no debate in Congress. Mount Stewart. Oh, okay. Interesting. Reduce trade regulations, trade efficiency, and global trade power. I think probably the better way to go. We'll do all of the normal things we do. Just placate an ability. Planters gain 2 influence. That's fine. Fine with ignoring corruption. %91. What would be our highest tradition? Army by a very small amount. Let's go with the Navy one too. 98%, really? Guess we'll do Duplo support as well. Get a bunch of money, extra income from trade. Oh, we didn't take... Okay, no, it was a crossing penalty. We're attacking into dry winds. Oh, apparently we fought a battle here that I wasn't even aware of. Martha Washington. George Washington swept her off her feet and the young, wealthy widow with 4 young children fell in love with the man who would be the first president of the United States of America despite her protestations. Martha Washington runs 5 plantations left to her by her first husband, Daniel Park Custis, and is feared by the London merchants who she bargained with for the best tobacco prices. The officers of the United States Army remember her fondly as she helped keep up morale among them with social evenings and plays. She's known as Lady Washington and was the first lady of the United States. Although she was opposed to George Washington agreeing to be president of the United States of America and refused to attend his inauguration, Martha Washington hosted many affairs of state once he assumed office. We already have Abigail Adams, which we got before Martha Washington, which is kind of funny. So I have to wonder how old she will be. $39, so okay, never mind. She's actually 2 years older than Abigail Adams, even though. So in other words, she didn't start with the minimum age. So we might have to go chase off that army. Conflicting opinions. Take the 8 prestige hit. We're at 70% war score, and we did have, or Castilian Brazil did have low enthusiasm, but now they have medium. So I don't know what's going on with that. Might as well take ignore coring distance, even though, again, doesn't matter. Alright, let's get the armies together and hopefully go deal with that large army that is taking back all their land. Eventually we'll get there. Took forever, but we did get there. Wait. It says that there's a battle there, although we have to cross another province to get there, I would imagine. How can we get from this province to this one without crossing through one of these three? That makes no sense, but okay. Alright. Oh, they actually force march their troops there. And that's jungle, of course, so... Where did we just convert? Not what I wanted. Oh, that's what it is, the log. Locos. And that was what I wanted to know. Don't have enough yet for 308. We'll shift consolidate and go try to fight their army. No, we won't. We're going to wait until they leave that and they're going to go into more jungle. So we'll wait at least a little bit. They'll arrive on the 17th of September. I want to wait until at least part of that army is locked into going there. Now we'll force march it. Actually, I'm going to... I'm so tempted to force march that. We did roll a 9. Oh, that was huge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, that was a mistake on my part. Watch, we'll probably be able to get, like, all but one province right now. How much money can we get? A lot. If I didn't take the money, would they? They wouldn't accept it there either. In other words, leave them with one war score province. And they'd accept that. And of course I choose a tobacco province, but that's fine. Now watch them disband all of those troops. Hopefully. Send those two to those two different places. And now we only have Castilian Peru to take care of for the most part. Castilian Brazil is reduced to a single province. And we are still losing corruption, so that's fine. But now, it appears Portugal is pulling trade from Brazil, which is what, like, that's great because they're pulling it towards the Ivory Coast. and we're just pulling it from the Ivory Coast of the Caribbean. Which, again, actually benefits us more than it does anyone else. So we don't even need to move merchants around. Hey, we can enact a government reform. It feels like forever since we've been able to. Separation of power. We only have one choice. Presidential system. And institution embracement cost minus 10%. That's going to be helpful for the rest of the game. Other thing is parliamentarism, which we already have, so that's why we can't choose that. So are we now considered a president? We are. Our current president's name is technically Dick Button. And we should be relatively close to being able to increase development in Cebu by 1. We can actually. I feel like we spend more Diplo points, or more admin points than anything else, followed by Diplo points. So, ideally I would want to spend those first, and then spend the 2 on manpower. So let's do that. %. And we still have to save up a bunch of monarch points for DC and other provinces. Basically, I'm going to be neglecting tech for the next probably good bit of time. There probably were much more efficient ways of doing that, but I didn't even want to do the research, so. Soon, though, we should be able to re-elect our presidents. Again, now that our Republican tradition is getting to the point of being recovered. What are our next choices as far as government reforms? Won't be reached until 1857. Consolidation of powers. Okay. Oh, we do have some overextension. Didn't even check that. Are our ships not up to date? They are not. Our heavies aren't. Or some of our heavies weren't. Are our light ships up? Great Frigate. Yes. Yep. Should probably set up for a war with Castilian Peru next. Holy Roman Empire has chosen Saxony. So what, 90%? Yeah. 335 for our final point of development in Cebu. We are actually losing innovativeness. Brilliant government. Gain 1,000 ducats or 10 prestige. Take the money since we're pretty close to being maxed out on prestige anyway. What's going on here? Majapahit separatists? The Ottomans are apparently doing some stuff over here. Ottoman-Sundanese imperialist war. Wow, holy shit. Sunda is at war with pretty much everyone. Bunch of major powers. Ottomans and Brunei, France and Ming, Portugal, all of their colonial nations, and Malacca. I think the only thing that comes to mind in that situation is GG. Cagayan is converted. Pretty close to being able to develop DC again. Next month-ish. It should take 5 clicks. No edict there, but they have 110% institution spread in just in Boston. What's making that so high? Oh, I guess that would be the world port. That makes sense. Pirates seeking allegiance. We'll take extra privateer efficiency, I guess. I hate losing that innovativeness. We're 1 away from imperialism in Cebu, right? Pretty sure I already looked at that, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully we will have our first province embracing imperialism in the next episode.